I stood up at my coworker's promotion party. 200 people in the room. My boss holding a microphone. Everyone clapping. And I raised my hand and said 6 words. 6 words that went completely silent that room. 6 words that ended his career by Friday. Everyone in that building called me unprofessional. Human resources called me into a meeting. My own mother told me I should be ashamed. But Reddit? Reddit called me a hero. So let me tell you exactly what those 6 words were, and why I said them, and you can decide for yourself. I have worked at the same marketing company for 4 years. My name is not important. Call me Casey. From my very first week at this job, I was paired with a senior colleague named Mark. Mark was the kind of person who filled every room he entered. Loud handshake, big smile, perfect memory for names. Management loved him. Clients loved him. I wanted to learn from him. In the beginning, I genuinely did. But within a few months, I started noticing a pattern. Whenever I came up with an idea in a meeting, Mark would let me finish, nod thoughtfully, say something like, "Interesting angle, Casey." And then 3 days later, in a different meeting, with senior leadership present, he would present my exact idea. Different words, same concept, his name on it. The first time it happened, I thought it was coincidence. The second time I thought maybe I was being sensitive. By the 5th time, I knew exactly what was happening. 18 months ago, our company landed its biggest client ever. A national retail brand. Massive budget. The kind of campaign that could define careers. My director pulled me aside and said, "Casey, I want you leading the creative strategy on this one, not Mark."
Me.
I worked on that campaign for 4 months straight.
Nights.
Weekends. I redesigned it 3 times from scratch. Every concept, every visual direction, every word of copy. I sent drafts to my director. I kept every email with timestamps. I presented every version in recorded video calls. The campaign launched in the spring. It exceeded every single target by over 60%. The client renewed their contract immediately. 2 months later, my company announced a promotion. Senior Creative Director, brand new position, significant salary increase. And the name they announced?
Mark.
In the announcement email, and I am not exaggerating, they described the campaign I built, the concepts I created, the strategy one developed, and they credited it entirely to Mark. 3 weeks later, the promotion party, rented venue, open bar, a catered dinner, 200 people from across the company. My director stood up with a microphone and started talking about what an incredible creative mind Mark was, about his vision, his leadership, his brilliance. He pulled up a slide deck, my campaign, my visuals, my work, behind Mark's smiling face. And something in me just snapped, not loudly, not dramatically, very quietly. I raised my hand. My director paused, smiled. "Casey, yes?" I stood up, and I said, "I built that campaign, alone." Silence. Complete, total silence. Then I pulled out my phone, opened my email, and I said, "I have every draft, every timestamp, every recorded call to prove it. Would you like me to share them now, or send them to HR tomorrow morning?" My director went pale. Mark did not move. Someone coughed. And then about 30 seconds later, the party very quietly fell apart. Within 48 hours, HR had launched a formal investigation. Within a week, they had reviewed my records. Every email, every file version, every call recording. Mark was terminated on a Thursday afternoon. My director called me into his office on Friday and offered me the senior creative director position. I accepted it. But here is where it gets complicated. 3 of my colleagues, people I genuinely liked, told me I had humiliated Mark publicly, when I could have gone to HR privately. My own mother said, I embarrassed a man in front of his entire professional network, and that was cruel regardless of what he had done. Even my best friend said, "You were right, but did it have to be like that?" Here is my honest answer to that question. I went to my director privately.
Twice.
In year 2 and year 3 of working with Mark, both times I was told I was misremembering and that Collaboration means shared ownership. I sent a detailed email to HR 14 months ago. I never received a response. I had tried the quiet path multiple times. Nobody listened when I whispered. So yes, I chose a room with 200 people in it. I chose the moment when Mark was at his most celebrated. I chose to be loud. Was it the most professional decision of my career? Probably not. Do I regret it? Not even slightly. Because here is what I know. There are people in offices everywhere right now, watching someone else take credit for their work, staying quiet, being patient, following the proper channels, getting absolutely nowhere. Sometimes the proper channel is the one nobody can ignore. Reddit. Am I the asshole? NTA, if public exposure was the only option left. YTA, if you think the method was inexcusable regardless. Yes H, if both of us behaved badly in different ways. Tell me your verdict below. Tomorrow's story, a daughter, a Christmas card, and a decision to never go home again. Subscribe so you don't miss it. See you tomorrow.